because that's what we're here to do. We're here to congratulate and recognize. And with that, I would like to introduce the director of the Bellevue Arts Museum, Michael Whittington.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. I spent a wonderful afternoon in Ballard. When was it, Jenny? It was 5 or 6 months ago, wasn't it? With Jenny and Marge Levy, and it was just wonderful. Jenny and I have so many connections going back to our native Georgia, and look where we are now, Jenny. And thank God. Yeah. So Jenny, it's wonderful to have you back at BAM where you belong. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You know, this is an organization that really values women in the arts, both in leadership positions, in solo exhibitions, in group exhibitions, and I hope you have a chance to go upstairs on the 3rd floor and see the Strange Weather exhibition. Extraordinary exhibition. Lorna Simpson, Allison Sarr, Nicola Lopez, a who's who of some of the most extraordinary and talented contemporary artists working in the field today. We are so proud to host SOLA. It's an extraordinary organization led by amazing, amazing, amazing women. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the work you do. And Jenny, it's so good to see you. Thank you.
SOLA, support of old lady artists. Recognizing mature women that have dedicated pretty much their entire lives for their creative visual arts. It was founded in 2016 by this wonderful woman who is in the front row, Jenny Muckner. As I mentioned, I am lucky enough to work with her and the leadership team and Marge Levy, who couldn't be with us today, but it's a dynamic group, I humbly say, of women that understand the arts and want to recognize all of us more. We are partners with other dynamic nonprofit arts organizations, and Bellevue Arts Museum is gracious to have us here today. What a wonderful exhibition upstairs, which you are welcome as our guests, as our VIP guests, to peruse after this celebration. You should have your little tags, which will get you right in. And if you don't, there's some at the front desk. I think they recycle those, so turn it back in on your way out. And then, of course, Artist Trust. We have a few people from Artist Trust here, so I want to give a round of applause for the excellent work that you do. Lydia, Christina, Justine, we can't thank you enough. And then there are some other board members that are also here from Artist Trust and our board. You guys are so busy. The work that we do in the nonprofit world is for artists. Without artists, we would not be here. Culturally, we would not be here without artists. You are the fabric of everything that we're trying to say and everything we're trying to change, and I can't thank you enough for all of the work from the nonprofit world to the donors to the artists. Everyone here in this room, Natalie, thank you for your support today, is essential to making a blank canvas into something that has form and structure and is saying something. 2017, Gloria Bornstein was our very first SOLA awardee. $1,000 one person. Started with the idea. Jenny looked around and said, why aren't these women that are so talented receiving the recognition that they deserve? The next year, 3 SOLA awardees were chosen at, I believe, $3,000 per award. Tip Tolan and Gail Brunel and Lori Sato, all 18. Thank you. And Melkina Chan was in 2019 with Mary Koss and another individual that I'll talk about shortly. They're not here today, but they are with us. Susan Betterstrom, I believe, could not make it today. Carol Guthrow is not in the room, and Barbara Sternberger. We're constantly trying to recognize Eva Isaacson. Lisa Knowlton. And Mary Helen, also in 21, could not make it today, but congratulations, thank you. Janice Arnold was from last year, and Janice could not be here with us today. Joe Stewart Ross is here. And Holly Sutton. You are our history. I love saying that. We are art history. This is history being made in this moment, and the art history of the cultural fabric of the Pacific Northwest happens today, right here. You're it. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you. The accomplished and mature women and the men that support us. We do esteem you. In 2019, Nancy Warden was one of the SOLA awardees, and Nancy has passed away. She was dealing with a long-term chronic terminal illness, and but was one of the longest surviving individuals with that particular illness. Her work lives on, and that is the other thing that SOLA is doing right now. We have continually want to recognize women and the artists, but we are working to help women and all artists understand their legacy and work through their legacy. So we have created a planner, a book, and thank you to the donors that are in the audience that helped us do this. But this will lead someone through the process of archiving and just trying to find the life-work balance. And if you are a SOLA awardee, that is our compliment to you. Each of the SOLA awardees, except for 2023, we'll get to you next, are in here with not only their work and when they won, but a wonderful saying that came from them. So Nancy says people will stall for a camera because that's just what's expected of them, regardless of how they're feeling at that moment. And I'm interested in the stories behind the smiles. So that was her inspirational quote that we felt appropriate for this, for our book. Gail Tremblay was a SOLA Artist Awardee from 2022, and Gail passed away in May. And we wanted to make sure that she also was recognized at this event. And I love her quote. I was able to work with her on this specific quote. Each morning, I envision the things I need to make. I let myself be possessed by what I will learn by making it. When an artist lets their work teach them what the world needs them to say, each day is a gift, and the work is worth doing. And there's a lot of nodding heads out there, absolutely. So we love these two women. We love all the work that they've done and the legacy that continues despite their physical bodies not being here. And so they stay with us in many ways. We are creating the SOLA awardee spotlight video for every single awardee. So our awards last year went from 3 to 4 individuals and from $3,000 to $5,000 per artist. Yes. The front row likes that. I like that idea too. At one of these events, someone had said, I want to make it 5,000. That's how we got to 5,000. So I'm open to anyone injecting right now that to make it more. I'm talking to you later. Careful. So, thank you. Can you see it? Yeah, thank you, Heather. We're trying to, I have a little snippet of these videos. We want to record you talking about your work. And a few of you in the audience have participated in this already. Always, you can go to my YouTube channel. All of them are listed there as well. Does it make my hand? Okay. Oh, good.
Gail Tremblay, it's hard for me to say was amazing. She is amazing. Just like her painting here, Sleeping Giants, under the bear star, she was a giant. She just was so impactful in the world. She knew that, but she didn't brag about it, maybe because she didn't have to. The Gail Tremblay work in this show is actually from our own permanent art collection. We were very lucky to, just within the last year or so, acquire these 5 pieces. The film baskets, you don't always know which film. Sometimes it's in the title. It could be an old Western from Hollywood with derogatory information. She doesn't want to discard it. She actually thinks it's better to keep it, to retain it somehow so we don't forget. And she weaves it into her traditional basket forms. But there's something about it that pulls you in. Over the decades, Gail, Steve, Joe Fedderson, all of these people worked so hard to bring more attention to contemporary Native art. And not just telling this traditional legends and having the traditional forms, as important as that is, but really talking about the issues people were facing. I have heard from a number of people how they were mentored by her and really taken in different ways. People that were her students or her friends. Whenever I was around her, I felt I was being hugged by this person. She had this spirit, and we were always better off and further along after you could spend some time with Gail Tremblay.
Who is the chief curator at Bainbridge Museum of Art, talking about the previous show that is now closed, but talking about her work in the show. She was also co-curator. She did so much in the world to support the others that are part of Native culture. So we thank her, we thank Nancy. I didn't speak enough about her, but we all deserve that hug. So just imagine that Nancy Warden and Gail Tremblay are here and giving us hugs in whatever feels right to you. Because in the waves of their work spreading through the world, it's really helping us to support and grow. Now, what you've all been waiting for, our 2023 SOLA awardees. They were announced just yesterday from our partners, Artist Trust, and today we get to share in the excitement. I finally don't have to keep it secret anymore. I'm the worst at secrets. I am you too. And Chadwick Reed. And when I call your name, if you can just come up, please. Congratulations. So we have some special items, and if you don't mind, I'll just pull something out. We have a famous female artist planning for success. And then would you pull that one out, please?
Made just for me.
17 have received this t-shirt, so congratulations on your new t-shirt. And the check, and I hope the recognition that we're providing you from here forward is equal to the work that you're doing.
I'll just say something.
Oh, lovely.
I was shocked, happy, surprised, grateful for SOLA and Artist Trust getting this award. You know, living up in rural Skagit County, you sometimes feel like you're at the end of the world in terms of the art action. And I just think this is a real tribute to the way that creativity leads us forward as we move on in our age. So thank you so much.
Would you mind standing with us for a little bit? Sure. Okay. The next awardee I'd like to introduce to you is Blanca Santana. Congratulations on your 2023 SOLA Award. I know you aren't prepared to say anything, but is there anything you...
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, SOLA Award. Thank you so much, Artist Still, for this amazing award. I can't believe that I'm still in my cloud. As an artist of color, I'm really proud to be here with all of you, all women, together. Thank you, thank you. Yep, fits. And that picture, please.
Our next awardee for 2023 is Renee Westbrook. And Renee, you came up today all the way from Olympia. Thank you. Thurston County, representing.
I represent my city. They're very happy with me.
Yay! We're all very happy. Is there anything you don't have? Okay.
I'm a New Yorker, we never shy away from a I related a story that when I was in art school and I switched my major, right, the last day there was an art exhibit and I said, oh, what the hell, I'll put it in. And it turned out that I came in third place. And I was grumbling that I only made third place. And then the guy shook my hand and he handed me an envelope and it had $200 in it. And I thought, oh, this art thing might really work out. I'm 73, which makes that 50 years ago. They're still handing me envelopes with money in it. So I say to artists everywhere, especially women, the road may seem blocked along the way, but if you keep going and you take the internal self that loves what you're doing and amplify it, you will find yourself with a SOLA one day. I had to change it a bit for my family. I told them it was my Lifetime Achievement Award. That I was not a little old lady and that I was not done. So they were very pleased for me. So I had to confess that I am not calling a little old lady. I'm saying I've been honored for the Lifetime Achievement thus far, and I am duly grateful. There's never been a moment that it occurred to me to not keep working, so that you recognize all of us in that process is exactly the point. Tip, where are you, darling? Merci.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it'll work. Can you see me? Am I speaking? Thank you.
And we saved one for last. They're all the best. Linda Wolf, will you please join us? Yes. Congratulations. And then the one right on me is
The other dumb.
We love the tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Thank you. I would take off the one I'm wearing, but it would be too shocking.
We know your work.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to thank everybody, and I'm so happy to finally meet everyone involved, and what she said, what she said, what she said, what she said, what she said. Yeah, it's really, this last, well, starting in September, I'm not going to embarrass anybody, but starting in September last year, we went through a serious mental health issue in a family, and I really didn't know who I was anymore. I was very in terror, and nothing meant anything to me, nothing on my walls, nothing I'd ever done before. And I didn't know what was going to happen with the rest of my life. And I was in great pain. And then things got better, and we took a walk to the top of Temescal Canyon where I had phone coverage. And in the meantime, I think I got to thank Marge, because she's the one who suggested that I apply for this. I've never applied for award before. And I got up to the top of the hill, and I think it was you that called me. And I was so blown away, because I feel as though we're restarting our lives. And I'm restarting my life. And this really came at a point in my life where it meant more to me than you can even begin to understand, in terms of continuing on as a photographer, as a person. So thank you. I really thank everybody for this. Yeah. This is important work that we're doing, and I'm honored to be a part of it. I know that Jenny appreciates all of you so much, and this work that we're doing of recognizing women and, all of the arts. As I stated in the beginning, we are the cultural fabric of what's happening right now. On an individual level, this is $5,000 and a t-shirt, but the impact that it makes in women's lives after a lifetime of dedication of what you're doing in that cultural fabric, we see you, and we appreciate you. Thank you.